Oh, we'll see if anybody comes along and wants to hang out for a bit. Nothing too spectacular. I'm gonna share something here. It's gonna be kind of fun because it doesn't happen very often. Literally, it's pretty expensive to indulge in, so. However, we're just gonna hang out here for a while and listen to the thunderstorm on TV. It's one of those things that's gonna be happening again pretty soon. Is the sky lighting up and the thunder. Can't happen soon enough for me. Springtime's a ways off, so. But I see there's one person in there. We're gonna have I'm gonna wait around here and see if any other people want to join, particularly regulars, because what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna indulge in something that I haven't done in a very long time, simply because it's very expensive to do so. And it's nothing too spectacular. I mean, we're gonna have a certain kind of beer because I love beer, right? So, I mean, I'm drinking one right now, but not this stuff. Okay, this is Carling. This is like what I drink, like, you know, pretty much constantly. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna drink some premium beer, like some high test. We'll call it that. But in the meantime, I can tell you what kind of a day we had today. It was very nice. Really cold today, though. Right now, it's minus 15 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty cold. I think that's right around -2, maybe Fahrenheit, or -3 Fahrenheit. So that's pretty damn cold. But we went to my sister-in-law's place today because today was her birthday. And we stopped, and of course she's got a real love of Fireball, sin and whiskey. If you guys have ever had Fireball before, she's got a real love for that stuff. So we stopped and we picked up a bottle for her. And while I was checking out at the cash with that bottle of Fireball, sure enough, here, if they didn't have a couple of 6 or so cans of one of my favorite imported beers. And even though they're pretty expensive here in Canada, $3.85 a can, I got 2 of them. But normally I would drink this beer if we were out somewhere having dinner. I might ask for one, because it's a little bit more common to see it in the restaurants than it is to see it at the liquor store. And it's not seasonal, it's not, but I don't know if any more people are going to come in here or not. It looks like I got 2 viewers, and we're abiding by the community guidelines, but I'm going to try and keep it PG, guys. We're not going to get out of control tonight. Yesterday was a wee bit of fun. Normally you wouldn't get to see me 3 days in a row. I know tomorrow I got to get up. I got some things to do around the house. And I think I might even need to go into town, go down to the bank and check out some finance situations and maybe move a little bit of money around, make sure stuff's covered here and there. But I'm not seeing anybody talking. Usually they're in here arguing amongst themselves. It's hilarious. It gets to be a lot of fun. I don't know who's going to be in there. No, I don't want this live stream to be too long. We're just going to, oh, there's somebody else. What do you know? So like I said, we're gonna title this this live stream after it's done, but I don't think it's going to be a very long one. Just because, like I said, we're gonna indulge in something that I don't do very often, so that should be fun. Well, how's everybody doing tonight? Who's all in there? We should chime in and say hi in the comments. Say hi to each other. Let's have a look here and see what's going on. Nope, we're not doing that. Well, now. Alrighty then. So I was having a moment of zen, and I decided to put on a video of a just thunderstorm in the background because I had watched Good Evening. Oh look, see, this is something you may or may not find interesting, Steve. Certainly something that, as a Canadian, I've indulged in on several occasions, but it's become rather expensive to do so. So but I'll give you guys an idea what's going to happen. I'm going to enjoy one of these. I haven't had one of these in a while, you know. And these things in Canada, these things are like $3.85 a can. So right now, I'm just having my standard, ale. But I thought maybe I'd indulge. Like I said, my girlfriend and I were shopping earlier. We went to pick up a birthday gift for her sister because we spent the afternoon at her sister's house. And when I was checking out at the cash, they had some Guinness on the. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. It's true. It is. It's just so bloody expensive, right? You certainly wouldn't want to try and get a jag on going with one of those because at nearly $4 a can here in Ontario, and the amount of beer that I can drink in an afternoon, I had a feeling I'd be broke by now, man. I got a feeling I'd be broke by now. But so this is what I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking some Carling, and then when this one's gone, we're going to indulge in a Guinness, the one with the ping pong ball inside. Brewed in Ireland, the land of my home folk. Hey, what's going on, Just John? Good evening to you too. Listen. This isn't going to be a whole long thing, okay, guys? I decided to turn this on because I wanted to share something with you that has been a part of my life. It takes me back, like, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of kin connection to Europe or something. I've never been to Europe. I was born on Canadian soil and raised here, but I always felt like I had a kinship with folk from, the UK, Ireland, Scotland. I've been accused of being an Irishman many times, as a matter of fact. Must be the attitude. I guess. I don't know. It's difficult to explain. But I've spoken with many people from Europe, overseas, over the years, and I don't think a single one of them even knew that I was from Canada until I told them, which I thought was kind of interesting because they're like thinking I'm like a down homer or something, and I'm. I guess I don't know. You don't know, right? But anyways, all right. That's enough of this here thing, and I have a thing about Guinness, even though the Irish people tell you that you should be drinking it cold. I let it reach room temperature before I drink it. See, there we go. See, I thought you were Irish, to be honest. And this is what I get all the time. And it's not, I don't know if it's the accent or like, I always, and I've been down east a couple times, right? And I always thought maybe I fancied myself being from Newfoundland or, Nova Scotia, one around them places or something like that. And then somebody said, no, you don't sound like a Newfie. You sound like an Irishman. Oh, I'm like, all right, I'll roll with that. But all right, the hell with this beer. This can wait till later. This ought to be fun, okay? So, here we go. This here stuff is like black gold. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, the smell of it. Fuck. I love it. That's awesome. Oh my. Now somebody's in there harassing me, calling me granddad again. You know, it happens all the time. It does, it happens all the time. Pour that stuff into a glass. Sorry, I don't have one. But I can tell you, it's nearly black. Guinness Stout is a very dark beer. No, listen, man, don't worry about it, right? I don't care if people call me names. You remember when we were growing up? Okay, I'm old enough to know better and young enough to do it again. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. So you have after it, man. Whatever you want to call me. I don't care. I'm going to enjoy my stout right here. And because these things are like I said, $3.85 a can in Canada. So we're going to drink this stout and what I should do afterwards, I'm 58 years old, man, Steve. I'm 58. What I should do afterwards is cut the can open and get the widget out, right? And show you the little ping pong ball that's in there. Hey, William, what's up? Yeah, listen, people that are nearly the same age are usually of the same state of mind. Depending on where you're from, I mean, we're all, I refer to it as being a product of your environment. Some people deal with it better than others. I happen to be the kind of person that basically just rolls with the punches, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm really not going to lose my mind over it. But it's always nice to see new people on here, and people that already know what I'm about and such, like William there. He's a good lad. We had a little bit of a party last night, didn't we, lad? You know what the problem was? My connection speed. I'm having a good night, Casey Fox. My connection speed was so poor last night, William. I couldn't even keep the damn thing going. It kept freezing. You guys kept there was no audio, kept dropping out. It was messing me up real bad. So I just gave it up after a bit. It was enough. I had enough. So, let's drink some Guinness, boys and girls. If you've never had one of these babies, you should try. I'm telling you, the human beings that got a taste for that got a special something going on in their minds. Because I've tried to tell people how good this was, and I give them a sip, and they're like, "Holy Jesus, man, that's freaking rocket fuel. What are you doing?" And it's not even that powerful. It's not even as powerful as our normal beers. This says it's 4.2%. But it's like I said, it's a stout. My internet was bad last night too. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about, man. When it's unreliable like that, it's just no fun. Like, how are you and I supposed to play guitar or even see each other, like, even if we took turns? Because it kept freezing and because the audio kept dropping in and out, it just wouldn't work. Don't think it's crazy. I can knock Guinness back like water. It is. It's freaking good, man. Like, I mean, I'm used to drinking like a lager, right? You know, I can get pardon me. So I get a 30 pack of these cans. It's $57 Canadian, which would be probably 25 pounds sterling, right? 20, 22 pounds sterling. No, maybe a little more. It'd certainly be under 30 pounds sterling for sure. But 57 bucks Canadian. And, you know, I leave these on the floor too. I never put beer in the fridge. There's no sense. I got a taste for what it tastes like. And when you put it in the fridge and that, it don't taste the same. So. Oh, dude, I'm telling you. That shit is righteous. I'm on to Pabst Light. What's my favorite movie? Well, I can't really tell you what my favorite movie is because I kind of like a lot of movies. But I'll tell you what movie it was that I watched recently, again, that I think is one of the best movies ever made. And that is Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner and James Earl Jones and Ray Liotta. That's a fantastic movie. I recommend anybody that hasn't seen that movie to go and watch it. Yeah, it was filmed in really? Dyersville, Iowa. Was it really filmed there? That is a question that I am not going to answer. But if you must know, the answer is yes. Wow. Oh, man. There's always got to be one, right? There's always one. Jesus. We're going to try. Okay, this is what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and keep it PG while we enjoy our Guinness. Kevin, I don't know. I don't know. I don't live in the United States. I don't, I'm not privy to United States news unless I turn it on. Every once in a while I'll turn it on, some news from the US just to see what's going on. But it's not something that I would normally do. Is be too concerned about something that's going on like a couple of 100, 5, 6, 7, 800,000 miles away from me. Man. Well, it's like this. People come and people go. You do the best you can. But is there a Major League Baseball game 3 years ago? So, I don't know. Is there? I haven't got a clue. Whether they did that or whether they didn't do that. All I know is that movie is fairly old. Like, I mean, I think it was made in the 90s, like 93 or 94, 95 maybe. A number of the actors in that film are currently deceased. Ray Liotta passed away not that long ago. I don't know if James Earl Jones is still alive. Again, it's not really something I look into often. Should come to Iowa and see the Field of Dreams. I would love to. If it's there, I think that would be awesome. My problem is I'm terrified of going to the U.S. because there's so much scrutiny at the border crossing, and given my appearance and a history that of my visits to the United States as apparently raising the ire of the border guards or whoever it is that decides whether you get in or whether you don't get in. I literally have not been to the U.S. since about 1989, so yeah, everybody needs to have a passport now in order to cross an international border. I don't have a passport currently. I should probably get another one. I had one many years ago in order to be able to perform music. But we never actually went to the U.S. We were invited to play at CBGB's before it closed. But anyways, yeah, that was a long time ago. Very long time ago. Yeah. But like I said, guys, the entire purpose for this live stream is to enjoy this can of Guinness, which is very expensive here in Canada to buy, and I don't very often get to drink it, and it's really tasty stuff, and I could, I could probably drink a dozen of these things and it wouldn't bother me in the least. Yeah, CBG, that's right, man. Get the hang 10, brother. It was actually our booking agent. His name is Jimmy Lawless. Now, Jimmy passed away a couple, 2 or 3 years ago, which is really a shame. But he was in communication with Alice Cooper's booking entourage or whatever, and they had suggested that we would be a great opener. Our live band would be a great opener for an Alice Cooper show. And they were talking about smaller venues, that Alice wanted to do smaller venues so he didn't have to bring along like some huge stage production and all that. And but I just remember Jimmy saying, "How do you guys feel about going to New York?" And I'm like, "Oh, what?" And it was actually literally probably months away from when CBGB's closed. So it never happened, even though it could have. That it never happened at that bar, and other venues where it was suggested to Jim, our manager, where it was suggested to him that we might be able to do. It was too far away, and we were looking at having to go on airplanes, and nobody in the band really wanted to do that, be that, that long away from home and things. So, but it is what it is. Oh, man, this thing, I don't know where that fella from the UK went, but he's right, man. You could lick up like a duck. He says I could drink those like water all afternoon. I'm like, yeah. Well, at the price of them, they're probably not too much going to happen there. I'll drink one, maybe two, but at $4 a can, I don't think I'm going to be drinking too many of them. Let's put it that way. So tasty though. And I'll make some calls and get you in. To get me into where, man? That's the question. Where are you getting me into? Or does that say JN? I have no idea what JN means. I'll make some calls and get you JN. Here we go. At least it's not a goat this time. Last time it was a goat. That was funny. Oh man, we were laughing. We were having a party. Now I'm a dirty sheep shagger. Isn't that nice? Whatever. Hey. So it's like, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. You can't win for losing. So no matter what you do, you can't make everyone happy, right? You do the best you can. You can't make everyone happy. No, I'm not Welsh. No, I'm actually Canadian. Born and raised. I've been here my entire life, but people think I'm Welsh or they think I'm Irish. I've always fancied myself more of an Irishman than a Scotsman, but there's Irish, Scottish, and English in our lineage, in our family lineage, so it's very hard to tell which one might be more prevalent. Alice Cooper is coming to Cedar Rapids, Iowa. All right. Oh, because you got called a sheep shagger. I don't care what people call me, man. I mean, give credit where credit's due. Like, sometimes, you want... Never mind, I'm not... not even gonna go there. That's hilarious. That's funny. I don't care what people call me, man. Call me whatever you want. Call me all kinds of names. It's actually kind of funny. You know what usually winds up happening is if somebody comes up with a real good one, I'll put it in the repertoire and I'll use it on other people. That usually freaks people out. I'd be like, what the hell? What did he just say? Did he just say that he was flogging a dolphin? Shagging a sheep. Yeah. You go into the restaurant and you see these beauty little samosas, you know, those little triangles and that, and you say, is there meat in there? They're like, what meat? Is there meat in there? Oh, some have meat. Goat meat. Fuck. Oh man, I have to be kind. I can't. I think I'm gonna go to this show. He does put on a great stage show. I've seen Alice Cooper probably 3 times. I mean, hell, I'm old enough that I got to see Ozzy Osbourne with Randy Rhoads, man. I was very young when I was 12 years old when I seen it, but it was right here in town, and we saw it then. I've seen Iron Maiden. I've seen Ronnie James Dio. I've seen, never saw Black Sabbath, but I saw offshoots of it, right? So we saw Ronnie James Dio, and I can't remember whether he was playing with Richie Blackmore. It wasn't Rainbow. It was Ronnie James Dio's solo thing, right? It was great, man. But the Iron Maiden shows, you know, where the 50-foot tall Eddie comes out, like, across the stage, like, that was awesome, man. Freaked me out. Totally freaked us out. Like, when we were young, we couldn't believe some of the stuff we saw. I think I've seen Triumph maybe 3 times at our local arena. I've seen acts like Dr. Hook. The Tragically Hip I saw back in the 80s, man, when they were first getting started. Actually, not that long ago, a couple years ago, I went to a local bar and I saw the Reverend Horton Heat. If you guys haven't seen the Reverend Horton Heat, you got to go check this guy out, man. Psycho Billy Freakout! Go look it up, man. William, you got to go look up the Reverend Horton Heat and check it out, man. Watch the videos. Like, the guys, it's insane. It's bloody insane. Like, I mean, picture Brian Setzer on acid. Picture Brian Setzer on acid, okay? And that's the Reverend Horton Heat. I couldn't believe it, man. It freaked me out. I thought I was in some kind of a, what's going on here? Did somebody hand me some psilocybin on the way in the door? Oh, dude. It was great. I had a couple of beers, watched the show for, I don't know, an hour and 45 minutes, and I had to get out of there because I knew what kind of drunken debauchery was about to take place. You should have seen the people that were in the bar. It was a completely different... Okay. So, this is a bar that I've been to on several occasions. But tonight, on this particular night, there was an entirely different group of people in this bar. I literally saw like maybe 1 or 2 of the people that I would normally recognize and say hey to, right? People that I know and that. The people I know just weren't there during this show. But who else have I seen there at the... Well, okay, so this one bar, the Merchant, we used to be called the Merchant McLeom, and it was owned by Gary Moore's brother at one point. He was in partnership with... Now, he was never really present there. It was more of an investment, I think. So Gary Moore, the guitar player, you're familiar with Gary Moore. I mean, if you know anything about guitar, you know who Gary Moore is. But yeah, Gary Moore's brother was invested in that bar. I don't think he has any investment interest in it anymore. It actually belongs to a local fella that we know. Good fella, family man. Him and his wife and his family, nice people. You know, easy folks to be friends with. But, yeah, there's a rich history of music where I live. an hugely rich history of music where I live. Anyways, I'm not going to continue this stream. I would actually like to spend an evening maybe watching a movie or something. I do have a bunch of work I got to do tomorrow in the office, and I might even need to go into town. Like I said earlier, I might have to go down to the bank and just move some money around it. This is our slow time of the year, so I try and get things organized and set up so I don't need to visit the bank too often, and this is what I'm saying. Anyways, so I'd like to thank you guys. This is the last swat of this, and then I'm gonna shut the stream off and go back to, I'll find something to do. Thank you very much for joining me. It was nice to meet that fella from the UK. I appreciate that. William, good to see you again. I'll look forward to talking to you again at some point. And, keep busy, man. Keep the fingers limber, I will, bro. Thank you very much. Thanks so much, man. Guys, I appreciate it. There's like a ping pong ball inside here. What I should do is cut the can open and show it to you. Maybe I'll let it dry out and I'll cut the can open later. Anyways, boys and girls, it's been real. Thanks so much. I'm out of here.